Hey everyone, welcome to WitchSlapped, the PopWire after show for SurrealEstate. My name is Rowell, and we have one of our favorite people back.
I am Dani. Good to see everybody. Good to see
Hi,
you, Rowell.
Dani. Yeah, good to see you. You've been gone for a while. You've had a big move. How's everything going?
It's going really well. I'm starting to feel settled, and it was a lot of work right before the move, and then right afterwards. But yeah, finally starting to settle in, and
Yes.
it feels really good to be living with my wife finally, and
Yes.
yeah, it's very special.
This is going on YouTube right after the episode airs. If you haven't seen episode 302 yet, stop this video, watch the episode, and then come right back. Dani, what is episode 302 about?
Episode 302 is titled Night Terrors. When the Roman Ireland team seeks to help a single dad with his teenage son's extra normal sleeping disorder, August turns to some white collar crime to assist them. This episode was written by Justin Rowana and directed by Paolo Barsman.
We have this Who Said It, so I'm going to say a quote from the episode, then Dani and you all have to figure out who says it. All right, so the quote is, "We all need to learn at some point." Okay, so while Dani tries to figure it out, if you know who said it, put in the comments below before we reveal who said it. Again, the quote is, "We all need to learn at some point."
All need to. Can I give it a go?
Yeah, go for it.
I feel like it's something that Augie would say. I'm gonna go with Augie.
Okay. All right, so it was Susan.
Oh, dang it.
And this is when their new receptionist, Audrey, played by guest star Daniela de la Pena, she wants to help them out in the field, but they keep saying no. And for her to go back to researching or learning Susan's files and eventually they're like, she's like, "Oh, can I come and help you guys?" And that's when Susan says, "We all need to learn at some point." So she gets Audrey to come along, and I guess she couldn't handle it because she fainted and she
Yeah.
put in her resignation. I do gotta say though, so Daniela de la Pena, she's Filipino. I'm Filipino. Or as Cameron Diaz says, Filipinos. I don't know if you saw that video, but
No.
Cameron Diaz goes, Filipinos. And the actress who plays Lomax, Elena Juatco, is also Filipino. Unfortunately, Elena Juatco was not in this episode, but if we had two of them in the same scene, that would have been amazing. All right. So, what is your favorite moment of the episode?
Oh gosh, my favorite moment. I think it was when Augie decides to kind of go behind Rochelle's back and help out his team, his friends. It was really good to see him doing something that he really cares about, and you can tell that he was missing it too.
Oh, yeah.
So yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, that was my favorite moment for sure.
My favorite moment would be when Mitch, guest star Christopher Turner, he was willing to sacrifice himself with August's
Um,
modified next gen defibrillator in order to save his son, Jalen, guest star David Webster, who we'll talk about a bit later, from the demon. And Mitch, the dad, he's holding his son, trying to keep
mhm.
him calm and stable while he sets off the device. And earlier in the episode, we see that August says that, if you're cl- touching the person who it's on, it could be fatal. So, it was just so moving that, your parents are, they would do anything for their kids. And I just found that to be really beautiful. So that was my favorite moment.
No, that's a really good one.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
and that family, they went through so much, and
Yes.
letting Jalen make a decision for his own life was really important, for the kid, for him to, like he said, be able to make friends, go stay the night out with
Yeah.
friends and not have to worry about anything going wrong and just being able to live life for as long as life is there for him. Yeah, it was kind of an emotional episode.
Oh, yes. Yeah, because Mitch, he lost his wife.
Mm-hmm.
And then the reason why Jalen has a demon inside of him is because the dad made a deal with someone who would get rid of the son's cancer by having a sleeping demon, inhabit his body. And yeah, so Jalen is now demon free
Mm-hmm.
and happy. And we don't know yet if he has his cancer back, but maybe we will follow up their story later in the season and see. That would be fun if we revisited
Yeah.
that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that would be nice to see him again and to
Yeah.
see how he's doing for sure.
Okay, so now it's time for our caption this segment.
Oh, yeah.
Daddy, did you
Cool.
see the captions from our last video?
No,
It
I
was really
didn't.
funny. It was really funny. Okay, so as always, we have been posting pictures from the episode on our social media accounts. We have been asking you for your submissions to the captions, and then we'll add it into our WitchSlapped episode. So let's take a look at those now. All right, so that was our caption this submissions. They're really great. Yay!
Well done, everybody.
Yeah. Be sure to follow PopWireNet on all social platforms and keep an eye out for our post where we ask you to caption this. Reply to that post with your caption, and we will include it in our next episode of WitchSlapped.
So now it's time for my Who Said It. To old friends and musty attic. Yeah.
To old friends and musty addicts, I think that is going to be August to Luke in the bar, I think. And then
Yeah,
there
you totally got
maybe
it.
is that it? Okay.
Yeah, you totally got it. Nice job.
Yeah, okay,
That
cool,
was too
cool, cool.
easy.
Yeah, I liked it though. That was cute.
Where we left off in season 2, Augie had left the Roman Ireland agency to work with his partner, who was an ex-girlfriend, right? And then they got back together. They rekindled their love. He's working for Asbra. And Rochelle, she's supposed to be getting some like large promotion. And being that Augie is her boyfriend, she asks him to stop working with Luke. And so it's not that, in my eyes, Luke Roman and the real estate agency, they're not a competitor to Astra.
Yeah,
So
right.
I wasn't quite understanding that part of it. I thought it was unfair to Augie, but
Yeah.
he agreed to. He agreed to, stop working with them and make sure that nothing could be dug up on Rochelle, so she gets this big promotion in the company. So
Mm. I like when he snuck around in the building to get the defibrillator thingy. That was really fun to watch. All right, so big moments. We find out that the big bad this season, that's what George R. Olson called him, the big bad this season. His name is Tyler Desdrin, played by guest star R. Austin Ball. So he is actually the childhood toy of Luke's, Elvis the elephant. So in the beginning of the season premiere, when we see Tyler opening the box and we see Elvis the elephant, we see that the elephant has the X on the eyes. Tyler faints, and then when he gets back up, he has the X's. So I don't know why I didn't put it together, but I guess he's the stuffed animal.
Yeah.
And I'm just so confused because, like, does that mean like stuffed animals have like souls, like like Toy Story? But yeah, Elvis was, I guess he was really pissed that he was put in a box and thrown in the bottom of the lake. And he says he meets up with Luke at the
Uh-huh.
house because Tyler's wanting to sell his house, and Luke is really excited about that property. And Tyler tells Luke, our society, we tend to just put people in a box. We just put them in a box and toss them out when we're done with them. That's
Uh-huh.
when I started to put it together. Like,
Uh-huh.
oh, it makes sense because he has the crosses on his eyes.
I'm trying to like cook up a theory about that as I do. um, and it kind of, I mean, maybe this is too like surface level and there's probably something deeper going on, but it seems that, yeah, like it's a disgruntled toy that had some sort of, it was like a possessed toy, maybe, or a haunted toy. And it seems that it sort of grew an obsessive attachment to Luke when he was a child, and maybe
Mhm.
things just kind of got out of hand at some point. He also seems to be very angry with Carl, Luke's father.
Yes.
So I'm guessing Carl's the one that threw him out.
Mm,
Um,
yeah.
so yeah, that's kind of what I'm thinking happened. But it'll be really interesting to see where it goes. I really enjoyed the actor
Yes.
who's playing this character. He's been great. I really dig the mustache. The mustache is cool.
Yes. Doesn't that remind you of someone? Wait, didn't Doc Holliday have a mustache like that?
Oh yeah, of course.
I'm guessing.
Duh. No, he did. Yeah, you're totally right.
Okay. I wonder if this is kind of like an Annabelle situation. You know
Oh
Annabelle?
God. You like those movies?
Oh. I've only seen the first two. They're a little too scary for me.
Okay, I haven't seen
But I
any
love
of
horror
them.
movies.
Me too.
Horror
I
movies is my favorite genre.
Oh, same.
Yeah.
Big horror movie buff. Oh my God, we should review horror movies.
Yes.
Um,
Oh, and you know what? Bradley loves horror movies too, I
oh
believe.
yeah. That'd be so fun.
Yes. What freaked me out was something that Tyler Dresden said at the end. And he's talking to Carl's tombstone, at the cemetery. And Tyler or Elvis, the elephant, he says to Carl, what I really want to do is slide into that gym toned, sun kissed, goat hair carcass and ride it into Gloryland. And then in my mind, I'm like, what? That sounds so
Like, what are we talking about
sexual.
exactly? Yeah.
What? He's like, slide into.
Oh
I
my
thought that was
God.
really like, whoa, okay.
Yeah. No, that whole
Yeah.
sort of like monologue that he had in that part was super creepy. And I think he
Mhm.
ended it with something about like how the worms are eating Carl's carcass or whatever. I was like,
Mhm.
geez, this guy
Yeah.
is he's got a grudge. He's very
And then I think
unhappy
he
about stuff.
also said that after he's done with, or while he's messing with Luke, Luke will wish that he was in his dad's position in the grave.
Mm.
So, yeah, I think Elvis has some really evil plans for Luke. And hopefully I don't know, we'll see what happens. Wait, my running gag that wait, no, I'm realizing this
What?
now. So remember in season 1 when Susan got possessed? Season
Yeah.
2, the house kind of possesses her.
Uh-huh.
What if Elvis accidentally misses um
Oh,
Luke and then accidentally possesses Susan?
oh my God. Right.
Poor Susan,
Because
right?
hmm. That's a good theory. I like this.
Yeah.
I mean, not I don't like it for
Ooh.
Susan, but
Right, right. Yeah.
it seems appropriate.
Yes, yes. Because every I my joke is she gets possessed every season.
Yeah.
Um, okay. So my performer of the episode,
Yeah.
David Webster, who plays
Oh.
Jalen. He's so innocent, and it was
Uh-huh.
heartbreaking what's happening to him. And there's a scene where he's confused. He's showing the dad the video that he set up,
Mhm.
the night before, because he believed that he was told that he was having sleepwalks, and so that's why he's been locked up. But I guess he turns into this, yeah, the sleep demon. Comes out when he's sleeping, and when he realizes that he's very scared, he's confused. He goes to his dad, and he's like, "What is happening to me? I don't understand." And I don't know, his performance, it just broke my heart. And I want to say that the reason why he's my performer of the, yeah, he's my performer of the episode. And everyone starting to think, why does he look familiar?
Mhm.
He plays Teen Elliot on Hallmark Channel's The Way Home, and on our The Way Home after show. He is our performer of the episode a lot because he's just a
Yes.
great
He
actor,
is really
and
good.
he's really good.
Mhm.
Yeah. So performer of the episode for me, David Webster. What about you?
Um, let's see. I think I'm gonna choose him, and it's because he's like the king of micro expressions. Um, we're seeing this like internal battle again for his character. Luke is struggling with um he's struggling with figuring out if he is in the right career. Is he being fulfilled? Is he happy with what he's doing? He's seeing all of these people that he loves and that he's very close to, sort of evolving and growing um and yeah, and doing something different. And he's just he's feeling, I think, stuck. And what I hope for him is that he finds his love for the job again, because what he is doing, it's not just about real estate. He's doing something really special for people, both, alive and dead. And I think, yeah, I mean, he has a really beautiful gift. It's a tough one to have, but he really makes a difference for people. So yeah, so he's my performer of the
Yes.
episode.
Yay, yay. Love that. All right, so we are wrapping up, and but before we go, here is what's coming up next week on Surreal Estate.
We deal with residual unpleasantness that could impact a home's resale value.
And this is a job.
I guess you two know each other.
Love your work.
We've had some vandalism in the barn out back.
You think it's kids?
Yeah. Kids.
You mentioned there was a murder-suicide in this house? I need all the bourbon, please.
Surreal Estate, new episode Thursday at 10. Set your DVR.
Check out our interviews. We recently interviewed a series creator and showrunner, George R. Olson, and he was very sweet. And we talked to him about my April Fool's joke that I did on you guys last year, and he was really sweet about it. And so check that out. And then I also have more interviews with him coming out over the next couple weeks. So be sure to check out for that.
And then you can catch up on seasons 1 and 2 of Surreal Estate on Hulu. And season 3 airs on Thursdays, 10/9 Central on SYFY.
All right, everyone. Thanks for watching. Be sure to follow us on social media as well as Dani. All of our socials are in the description below. And we will see you guys next week. Bye.
Bye. See ya.
Bye.